So y'all, welcome back to part 4 of the 1965 Mustang 32 Boss. Now boys, today we're going to be focusing on a lot of the body paint and stuff like that, and just finishing all the parts up, getting it prepared for the final assembly. Now, this car in general is going to need a lot of stuff before we can even get paint primer on it. Now, we already have it all cleaned up and everything and prepared, so we have to drill our holes. Right here, I'm gonna put a custom ignition, not custom, but put, you know, the Ford ignition system box in there, and basically get that prepared. Drill battery cable holes so the cables can sit inside the battery, and that's it for the body. And then here we have a few other parts and pieces to basically drill holes, such as the master cylinder, the top of the radiator on the cap so we can get the return line. I think that's what it is. And for the transmission cooler, we need to basically drill holes in that for the lines there. And yeah, everything else is gonna be completely painted up. Now we're gonna do all the priming. So we're gonna prime it all first. The trunk and the hood are going to be painted black. Now there's a decal for the trunk. It's a gloss black, so it is gloss. So instead of putting the decal on the trunk, I'm instead going to paint matte black the car for primer, and then I'm basically going to take some tape and cut around this decal to match the size of the trunk. And well, I'm basically just going to tape off the trunk, and we're going to paint the car the body color, and the hood's going to be matte black as well. So matte black hood and trunk, and the engine bay is going to be matte black, so I'm going to have to tape that off as well. And that's about it. So we're going to get all this done later on. First we need to get some preparation and priming and stuff like that done. And yeah, but I'll see you guys when we get to the priming. So as you can see, we have the primed matte black body. Now the trunk and the under of the hood is going to remain matte black, so we have to basically tape those off. So I have this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. I'm going to mainly use this one and this one right here, these two. But first I want to get an outline of it. So I'm going to use this one right here, I believe. That's the one I feel like I'm going to use for right now. There we go. Now I'm going to get on to painting this our body color. So as you can tell, we have a lot of the main parts of the car done. Now I am going to have to touch up this paint. I'm going to real quickly do a little nether spray on the paint right there and on the bottom. Yes, there's a little bit. This is not going to show, so, and I'm going to touch all this up and stuff. So yeah, basically no big deal. There's the rear. This is completely done. That's what you're going to be seeing. I'm going to have to paint this inner part black, so I'm going to mask this up and do matte black just like the hood and everything. Mirrors are done as well. Those are ready. So that's perfect. Now the body, we are done with the body. All we gotta do is hand paint it. That's about it. So we have everything that we covered. I'm gonna do some touch-ups with some hand paint. So that'll be perfect. Let me go ahead and get all this tape off real quick. We made sure to tape this thing down really well, which I'm happy we did. So we got our beautiful engine bay, and we have our bumper. Go ahead and get all this off real quick. Come on. Boom. There we go. So we have a little bit of overspray. It's not a big gigantic deal. Like I said, I can just touch this up a little bit. So yeah. So y'all, basically this is the end of this video. Now I know I didn't show a lot. That's because there's a lot of shit going on, and well, it was just too much for the camera. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what we got done. Now as you can see, these bumpers are done. Those are ready for the final assembly. Front bumper is ready for the final assembly. As you can tell, we got all the lights, the grill, lip, all the paint, oh my, all the inserts, everything is done with this. It's finished. Same thing with the rear bumper. The lights, the fuel, door, little bottom lights. I didn't paint this black. That usually is black. Didn't do it because, like I said, this was repainted. So I'm going to make it like he just didn't paint that. And same thing with the headlight housings. So little customage, as well as the body. Look at the body. It's got the Boss 302, and it's got the black trunk with the Mustang logo, the wing, the rear louvers. It's got everything. We still have a lot of wiring to do. The master cylinders in there, all the decals for the engine bay is done, all the painting, the mirrors are on, the window is in. Everything is basically done on this car, except the final assembly. That's the last thing. Engine's glued in, the chassis is all done, the interior's finished. I put this little top rail thing in there as well. Now we have all the extra part, like license plate, these strut bars, this air cleaner. Those are some things. Once I get the interior, the chassis and the body all mounted together, that's like some of the last parts we'll put on with all this. So these are like all the last parts we'll basically throw on right here. Figure it out, but that'll be next video. That will be next video, boys. Final assembly. But I'll see you guys next time.